tough defense and a tough win to start the ball game.
Lambeau boots it away. We're underway at First Energy Stadium in Days from a yard in his own end zone. Out to the 20. Nice cutback move, and he stays on his feet. Days has some room at the 40. Days at midfield, and he's dragged down by Donald Payne. But Matthew Days with a 53-yard return. Crowell, the running back, and on first down it is Isaiah Crowell right up the middle to the 44. Deshaun Kaiser, as we mentioned in our open. Hughes down, it's 2nd and 6. Back to Crowell, up the middle again, and this time he's pushed back. Avery Jones, one of the first to get there for the Jaguars. As we
leading receiver on the team.
Kaiser's first pass attempt, steps up and he's dragged down. Malik Jackson brings down Kaiser. For Jacksonville, that's their 36th of the year, which continues to lead the NFL. Mickens calls for a fair catch at the 9-yard line. And that's where the Jacksonville offense will go to work. Leonard Fournette gets the call on first down and pushes his way out to the 14-yard line. Season with Cleveland. 2nd down and 6. Bortles to the air, and Cole makes the catch, gets away, and picks up the first down. 10. It's Fournette on the right side with some blockers in front, and Leonard Fournette out of bounds right around the sticks, and he had to step in and interrupt some of the trash talk. So it could be a chippy game here today as Fournette gets the call again and picks up the Jacksonville first down. Here on 1st and 10. It is Chris Ivory. Hit at the 40 and stretches out to the 41 for a gain of 2.
And they really busted for him.
4 of the first 5 plays for the Jaguars have been on the ground. They keep it on the ground here with Fournette. And Fournette is thrown for a loss. It was Emmanuel Ogbah who finished him off, a loss of 2. And 10. Yeldon, the running back. Bortles out of the shotgun. Good protection. Now Bortles escapes the pressure, throws on the run, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Keelan Cole, and Jamar Taylor had the coverage.
Get an extended play like that on 10 yards, those defensive backs will just sit on you.
Here's Nortman punting away to Peppers. There is a flag down back near the line of scrimmage. And the tackle was made shy of the 30-yard line. Last week, the Jags with a season high in penalties.
Offense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Here in the stadium, it's more of a swirling wind. As Nortman, and he misses this one. What a great decision by Hugh Jackson. The punt by Nortman goes out of bounds around the 44-yard line. Browns start this drive at their own 45-yard line. Play action, Kaiser over the middle, intercepted, picked off by Telvin Smith. Down the sideline at the 40. He cuts back there. He's trying to reverse field. And Smith is tackled at the 33. Telvin Smith with his 3rd interception of the season. Interceptions.
There is no foul on the play. The result of the play is an interception. First down, Jacksonville.
13th pick. And the accuracy has been the bigger problem. 13 picks now as they hand it off to Bohannon up the middle. And Bohannon picks up a couple of yards. Well, Telvin Smith, that was something he wanted his brother there for. That anniversary is a couple of days away, certainly on the forefront of Telvin Smith's mind as Fournette has the handoff up the middle, and it's 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 3. Bortles has time. Dumps it off to Marquise Lee with room to run. Lee at the 15, and Lee out of bounds. Tossed out by Body Calhoun, but Mark's 1st and goal for Jacksonville. And Bortles off the play fake, looking for Mercedes Lewis. He's got him for the touchdown. The 5th touchdown this season for Lewis, and the Jaguars strike first.
Field, they make a play fake to him that's not great. You got a lot of guys crossing and doing all that, but all eyes are on Leonard Fournette when you get down, and you think that Jacksonville's
leads to a touchdown. Here's Lambeau for the extra point. And the kick is good with 6:54 to go in the first quarter.
That big giant driver, and I just used my 3-iron. I'm gonna use my driver.
Look at this
time.
Onside kick. Lambeau recovers. There's a flag down. It is Jacksonville football. Lambeau, who's celebrating his 27th birthday today with a beautiful onside kick.
Number 52, the kicking team, 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
And it won't count as Donald Payne was offsides. So now Lambeau, and this kickoff is a good one into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Something they've gotten used to this year. And they trailed 7-0. Here's Duke Johnson trying to get to the outside. Johnson with a nice move, and then it's to Sean Gibson.
Minus 13 for the Browns. 14 now.
Kaiser is hit hard. That was Telvin Smith putting the licking on Kaiser. Who's
Kaiser right there.
3rd down and 3. Kaiser lost the football. It's loose and he falls on it. The Jaguars pressure getting to the Cleveland quarterback. A loss of 10.
3rd and 3 pass when he's getting the ball out of his hands quickly.
Ngakoue has a knack for that. That's his 4th forced fumble of the season. Good punt by Colquitt. Mickens bobbles it, picks it up at the 18. And Mickens is down at the 25-yard line. 506. Cole has a rib injury, but he's probable to return as Bortles bobbles the snap and falls on it. Brandon Linder.
200 yards.
So he says. 2nd and 13. Bortles completes it to Marquise Lee. Lee is tackled at the 28-yard line.
Bortles is able to check out of it and change his protection a little bit.
1 on the play clock, just gets it off. Here they come. Bortles running left, throws, and it's incomplete. Marquise Lee was coming over the middle. Brian Body Calhoun was waiting for him.
Take a complete shot at Lee, but they could have hit him even harder.
Nortman just 21 yards on his last punt. This is a better one. High end over end kick, and Peppers is run into.
I thought the defender was blocked into Peppers, so that flag may get picked up.
There's no foul on the play for fair catch interference as there was a blocker initiated contact into the receiver. Timeout.
That blocker was Jamar Taylor, so no penalty on the play. Yards as they start this drive at their own 27-yard line. Crowell turning those legs and picks up a couple, but early on the Kaiser to the air, and his pass is dropped by Ricardo Lewis. 3rd down so far. Kaiser hit as he throws a knuckleball, and it's incomplete. Pressure was coming from Barry Church, and the Jaguars defense forces a 3-and-out. Snow picks up a little bit, just flurries expected throughout the game as Colquitt punts it away to Mickens at his own 24-yard line. Mickens at the 32, and that's where he'll go down with the snow falling. Jacksonville, Donald Payne is questionable to come back with a hamstring injury as Fournette gets the handoff on 1st down, and he turns on the Jets. Fournette down the sideline, and he's tripped up from behind. Leonard Fournette with some daylight, a gain of 29. As Ivory takes his place for this 1st down and 10 plays. A handoff to Ivory, and not much room to run. We're going to run back to New York. Another NFL Today update with a boomer back there in New York. 2nd down and 11. TJ Yeldon gets the call. Yeldon jumping over a defender and brought down at the 30-yard line, 2 yards shy of a 1st down. 3rd down and 2. With a minute to go in the 1st quarter. Play action, Bortles on the move. He can run it himself. He will, and he gets the 1st down. Blake Bortles extends this drive for Jacksonville. Chase 1st down and 10. Here's Fournette. Stacked up at the line. And no gain on the play. That could be the final play of the opening quarter. Down and 11 for Jacksonville. On the move here to start the 2nd quarter. A dangerous pass intended for Westbrook is incomplete.
If I'm the kicker, I want it even closer.
3rd down and 11. Quick pass, and it's caught by Lee, who takes a big hit at the 20. Good sign that Lee was able to return. It was 1 out of 7.
It's the hash that he likes to kick from.
Bad snap, but the kick is good. Good job by Brad Nortman to get that snap down from the new long snapper. Days awaiting the kickoff. And a squib kick that's fielded at the 25-yard line. And Cleveland will start this drive. Crowell, the running back, for 1st down and 10. It's a play fake. Kaiser over the middle, and it's caught at the 46-yard line. Corey Coleman back with the team for the first time since week 2. And he brings the Browns into Jacksonville territory at the 46. Kaiser back to the air, and that pass is caught again by Coleman, defended by Jalen Ramsey. He showed us his hand on Friday at the Browns facility in Berea. There's still some scar tissue on top of the hand, but as Crowell stopped short of a first down, he said 0 for 3 on third downs today. And I think they're 0 for 4 now. No! Sneaking through is Kaiser. Oh, they fooled me. Deshaun Kaiser picks up the first down. 3rd and 1s this season. Kaiser is now 4 for 4, converting them into first downs. To the air here to a wide open touchdown! Duke Johnson in the end zone, and the Browns are on the board for Duke Johnson.
In the first game of this year for the Cleveland Browns, Duke Johnson lined up just at wide receiver. They had some injuries. He came out of training camp a little short, and he played all wide receiver. We saw him the next week. He said, well, I'm finally going to get to move back to running back.
They would shut out the Browns today is wrong, as Johnson gets in the end zone. Extra point from Gonzalez is good. Corey Grant awaiting the kick in his own end zone. Good kick by Gonzalez. It will be a touchback. And Blake Bortles and the Jaguars offense return to the field. 5 out of 8 for 51 yards and a touchdown to Mercedes Lewis. To the air on first down, and it's incomplete. Run to the buffet line at halftime very well. Leonard Fournette, and he gets 2.
For a touchdown.
Never know what a Greg Williams defense will do on third down, and false start.
False start. Number 74, offense, 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
When you would think you wouldn't need pressure.
3rd and 13. Bortles to Yeldon. A flag is down, and so is Yeldon at the 28-yard line, well short of a first.
Illegal motion. Number 85, offense. Penalty will be declined. 4th down.
That's on Jadon Mickens. Peppers back deep for Cleveland. Not Nortman's best as Peppers comes up to the 40-yard line and signals for a fair catch. Just 10:20 to go, second quarter. Browns offense coming off that great drive, return to the field, and a handoff to start this drive with Isaiah Crowell. How 10. Kaiser rolling right. And he just throws it away as he's going out of bounds. Aaron Colvin forced him to throw it. Didn't look too good against Louisville yesterday. 3rd and 10 after the timeout. Kaiser flushed out, and he throws on the run, incomplete. It was Ngakoue who was coming after Kaiser. Great speed from Yannick Ngakoue, and with Mickens back at his own 10-yard line. And Mickens fields it at the 7. And he's taken down at the 19. With 9:21 to go in the first half. They begin this drive at their own 19-yard line. And a handoff. This is Fournette, and he gets to the 21, where he's brought down by Jason McCourty in the second quarter. With the play clock winding down again. It's Fournette, and Derek Kindred gets back there. Larry Ogunjobi also in on the stop, and it's 3rd down. This is against the run, after they were second to last a year ago. On 3rd down, Bortles down the sideline, caught by Westbrook. His first NFL catch, and it's a beauty for a first down, a gain of 29. Now just 172 yards away from his goal for today, which is 200 yards. As Fournette, with the snow intensifying here in Cleveland,
The conditions deteriorate.
TJ Yeldon at running back. Bortles flips it to him. Yeldon tries to cut back, can't do that. Myles Garrett, one of the first to get there for the Browns. 3-receiver set for the Jaguars. Yeldon, the running back. Bortles' pass is deflected and incomplete. Emmanuel Ogbah got a hand on that one, and
Blake Bortles maybe needs to hunch down and throw in between the lanes like Flutie did.
Peppers back deep to receive the punt at the 6-yard line. Gets right by Peyton Thompson. Peppers is tackled at the 15. Isaiah Crowell, the running back, on 1st down and 10. It's Crowell, right side, not much room to run. Good job by the Jaguars defense. Meanwhile, an injury update on the Cleveland side. Jamie Meter. Kaiser, it dropped. Rashard Higgins had it and could not hold on to it. 3rd and 11. Kaiser chased by Malik Jackson, throws it on the run and out of bounds. That's the 5th 3-and-out today by the Cleveland offense.
To maintain some punch offensively.
Last 15 quarters, the Jaguars have allowed a total of just 4 touchdowns. As Mickens on the return. Up the middle to the 40. And Mickens. That's a play fake. Bortles checks it down to Fournette. Fournette at midfield. And Fournette picks up 9 off the pass from Blake Bortles. Check back in a few years. Bortles just throws it away. Pressured by Christian Kirksey.
It's extreme dedication to take the boat in.
3rd and 1. TJ Yeldon. And Yeldon keeps those legs moving. Not a good spot.
I think it's a good spot. It's just a little short.
Jacksonville 5 for 8 on 4th downs this year. Bortles himself pushes the pile forward, and he's got it. 1st down for Jacksonville. Fournette right up the middle, trying to follow his blockers. Flag flies in from the backfield.
Holding, number 60 offense. 10-yard penalty, still 1st down.
3rd holding call. Bortles over the middle, pass is caught by Westbrook, who's hit hard by James Burgess. Timeouts remaining. It's 2nd down and 15 for Blake Bortles and the Jaguars. Quick pass to Mercedes Lewis, and he's got it for a 1st down. Mercedes Lewis with his 2nd grab of the day. They use all the play clock here. Bortles pump fakes, in trouble, and just throws it over his head. And it appeared that Bortles thought it was just an incomplete pass. Thankfully, Fournette fell on it while he's taking a boat to practice. 2nd and 10. And that pass is caught by O'Shaughnessy, the tight end, stretching out for a 1st down. Bortles fires, caught, and then dropped by Westbrook. Had it in his hands and couldn't secure it. Heaviest we've seen the snow so far today. Bortles, Westbrook brings this one in, and he lost the football. And B.J. Bello fell on it, but the ball was out of bounds. It'll stay with Jacksonville.
We will review the previous play.
Steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Please set the game clock to 52 seconds. Please set the game clock to 52 seconds.
Play the video games, I just play the referee. That's all I do. I don't play the teams, I'm just a referee.
It is 3rd and 8. It is TJ Yeldon. Yeldon lost the football with a flag out. Ball is loose inside the 5, and they're fighting for it at the 3-yard line. A lot going on with this play, a fumble and flags down.
Well, we got a lot going on, and this is what
the result of the play was a fumble forward recovered by Jacksonville. However, there's a holding. Number 64 offense, 10-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Greg Williams.
They hand it off to Yeldon. Yeldon out of bounds inside the 25. And now Doug Marrone. Now he's kicking in the NFL. A 41-yard attempt. And this kick off to the right and no good. First time that Lambeau has missed as a Jaguar. And it appears he's just going to take a knee. And that's what they do. To some boos from the fans.
Like Jacksonville is.
Corey Grant, the deep man. And we're underway here in the 2nd half. Grant, from a yard in his own end zone, will take a knee. Jacksonville carries for 1 yard. It is Fournette to start the 2nd half. Push back. And he can't get away from Burgess. Nassib hit him first, and then James Burgess finished him off, a loss of 1. In the shotgun on 2nd and 11. To the air, and that's caught by Keelan Cole at the 30. Wrapped up at the 32-yard line, 3 yards short of a first down. This is 3rd and 3 with Cole the motion man. Bortles to Cole, incomplete. Burgess was coming on a blitz. Bortles had to get
to you. That time he lags out of the break. Bortles throws it out in front, incomplete. They're punting.
3rd 3 and out today by the Jacksonville offense. The punt by Nortman to Peppers, drifting to his left, hit right away. Peyton Thompson flying down the field to make the Browns offense, which on the last 3 possessions has gone for -2 yards. Crowell gets a yard there on first down. Calais Campbell, the first to greet him. Not have an offensive coordinator. Crowell runs right into Telvin Smith. And that's where the run ends as Smith pushes him back. Puzlesny helping out as well.
They drop out into coverage.
Browns trying to avoid a 6th 3 and out. Kaiser throwing, and along the sideline, Njoku makes the catch for a first down. A gain of 13.
Good. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Kaiser throws high and over the head of Corey Coleman, not even close.
3 deep.
Back to the air, it's a screen pass, and Johnson not able to make the catch. Incomplete, and it's 3rd down. Kaiser dropped by Duke Johnson. And the Browns offense with Mickens, the deep man. This one angled to the left and out of bounds. Not Colquitt's best. We'll see where they spot it the rest of the game with a foot injury. On first down, Bortles play fake. Throwing on the run, Westbrook goes up, and Westbrook, they're saying he's out of bounds.
So maybe they will tell us.
We'll review the previous play. Jacksonville is challenging that the receiver had control and 2 feet down in bounds.
So he didn't. They won't get charged the first time out.
Up to get this one.
He goes up high. That left foot, right foot. He did drag that toe, and you can see it. You can see the white come up, but it's after he's already put the foot in the ground. And
Here comes Pete Morelli.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Incomplete pass.
wow,
Jacksonville will be charged a timeout and a challenge.
you
Third
saw
down.
Doug Marrone.
So we're being told that Pete Morelli incorrectly originally said it was a timeout. It was just the challenge. So Jacksonville has 2 timeouts remaining as Fournette had. Bortles in trouble and just throws this one down. Incomplete pass as Bortles was knocked down.
They gave up on that one and said, hey, let's move to 4th down, just punt it away.
Nortman averaging 37 yards per punt today. His season average is 45. This is another short one. Peppers bobbles it. Ball is loose. A scramble for it. Jaguars indicating they have it, but no official signal yet.
This is one of the best things to happen to football where guys don't come in.
Jacksonville football.
And pull.
They take over at the Cleveland 31-yard line after the turnover. Bortles to the air on first down. His pass is batted down. And incomplete. Danny Shelton got a hand on it. 2nd down and 10. Bortles in the shotgun. Hands it off to Fournette. Fournette spins at the line of scrimmage. And Fournette still moving his legs, still carrying the pile almost to the 25-yard line. So that's why it was not reversed. So that's a clarification for you right there on the lost challenge by the Jaguars. 3rd and 6. Bortles in trouble. He loses the football, and Garrett falls on it. The Jaguars give the ball right back to the Browns. It's Myles Garrett recovering the fumble. Well, at running back. Kaiser completes it at the 40-yard line to Corey Coleman. A gain of 13 and a first down for the Browns. Coleman, he's got 42 yards. Crowell up the middle. Hit at the 45 by Gibson, and Crowell gets to the 46-yard line for a 3 on the ground. Kaiser steps up, has a lot of time, now throws to the sideline. Another catch by Corey Coleman. Shoved out of bounds by Jalen Ramsey.
Talking to everybody out there.
Back to Crowell, and Marcel Darius makes the stop. Jaguars' run game since the acquisition of Darius. 2nd down and 9. Kaiser, he's got to be careful, and he's down. Dante Fowler will get credit for that sack.
Sean Kaiser, be careful with the ball.
Kaiser to Duke Johnson, going the wrong way, and Telvin Smith drags him down at the 42.
In this cold weather, get a high knuckler, could be tough to catch.
Colquitt does not have a touchback this season. And he does now. How about that?
His defenders at the line of scrimmage.
And off to Fournette, trying the left side, spins his way to the 23-yard line. Down in 6. Fournette again. Trying to take it to the outside. Fournette at the 30, and he's tripped up. He does get the first down after a gain of 9, but Fournette had a little...
To him, he's going to pop a long run.
Give it to him again. And Fournette picks up 2.
That spikes it up a little bit, and a couple other long runs. 5 yards, 5 times over 50-yard runs for the Jacksonville Jaguars this season so far.
2 more. Has been very tough on 3rd down today. Bortles over the middle, caught by Marquise Lee, and we're going to have to see where they spot it. Appears to have just enough for a first down. As we approach 2:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Fournette right up the middle, lowers his shoulder across the 45 and out to the 47-yard line. Blake Bortles. Fournette spins at midfield into Brown's territory, and he's a yard shy of a... Hand off to Fournette, up the middle, he's got the first down. And these are the types of drives that Doug Marrone, time of possession, heavily in the Jaguars' favor, almost 2-1 as Ivory gets the call here, and not much doing in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10, back to Ivory. And Ivory barely gets a yard. It'll be 3rd down, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They're at the Cleveland 44. Bortles in trouble, and down he goes. Cleveland having its way with the Jaguars' offensive line. A loss.
Smart to not throw that ball.
Nortman punting away to Peppers, who muffed the last one. Peppers lets it bounce at the 15 and out of bounds. 14-yard line, trailing by 3. Kaiser to the air on first down, and that pass is complete to Corey Coleman, trying to dance away from Telvin Smith, and then Coleman is brought down by Ramsey. Back to New York and got his career high with his 5th catch of the day. He's got 64 yards. And that pass is caught again, this time by Kenny Britt, his first grab of the day. 9 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 4. Kaiser, and it's juggled and caught by Britt. And that's right at the sticks. It appears to be maybe a half-yard shy. Quick gets it away. Mickens lets it bounce at the 40. Takes a Browns roll inside the 25-yard line. That's exactly what you were talking about, James. See, the last 6 possessions, not pretty, as they return to the field at their own 23-yard line. Handed off to Fournette. Trevon Coley immediately makes the tackle for a gain of 1.
Pull back in, sneak him out in the flat on a pass play.
Fournette again, not much there. It's Danny Shelton. Bortles deep down the field, and the pass is incomplete. He was trying to squeeze it into Marquise Lee. Jason McCourty with the coverage. Second pass defense today by the veteran Jason McCourty as Nortman punts it to Peppers. At his own 35, he dropped this one out of bounds. It's not been a smooth day for their own 32-yard line. They trail by 3. And on first down, Kaiser hands it to Crowell. Not much there all day for the Browns on the ground to Juan. Fullback Vitale goes to the top of your screen. Kaiser in trouble, and Kaiser is able to get away and stay on his feet, reaching across the 40 before Puslesny brings him down. To go in the fourth quarter. They pitch it to Duke Johnson, gets away from Ngakoue, spins away from another, and he's tackled right near the chains or yard line. Kaiser intercepted by A.J. Boye. The throw sailed on Kaiser right into A.J. Boye's hands for his fourth interception of the season. Time last week and returned it 51 yards in the win over the Chargers. They're showing the replay on the big board here in Cleveland, and the Browns fans think this one will fall incomplete.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Interception.
Wow. So it's the fourth INT of the season for Boye. So first down and 10 for Jacksonville. They hand it to Fournette. Fournette into Cleveland territory, and he's got a Jaguars first down.
To Phil.
Inside 8 minutes to go. Keeping it on the ground with Fournette. Gets a couple. Back to New York. NFL Today update with JB and Phil Simms. Counting here in Cleveland. Jaguars inching closer to their 7th win of the year. Ivory spins away, but he is still in big trouble. And Chris Ivory is able to do a good job to make that into a 2 on the play clock. Bortles to Marquise Lee. There it is. Another third down catch by Lee and another first down for Jackson. Bortles using all that play clock. Hands it off to Fournette. And Fournette up the middle for a couple. How about this? The down and 7. I'm sure they're guaranteed to commit a penalty on this play. Screen pass to Fournette. Nate Orchard is there to make the stop. And there are no flags down.
Lambeau's hash mark of choice.
They're going to throw it with pressure coming. Bortles completes it to Keelan Cole, and he's tackled short of a first down. Brought down at the 21 by Christian Kirksey. Lambeau's kick is right down the middle. And that means Cleveland getting the ball back will have to score a touch to start the game. Is back deep to receive the kick from Lambeau, who just knocked in his second field goal. And this is a short kick that bounces at the 20. Fielded by Days, and he gets across the 20 to the 22-yard line. It's been a long time since the last Browns victory. They've got a chance here, down by 6. Kaiser, plenty of time. Dangerous pass is caught by DeValve. That's his first catch of the day. Games this season allowing fewer than 10 points. The Jaguars defense, that's the most in the NFL. Kaiser over the middle. Another completion, this one to Duke Johnson. And Johnson gives Cleveland a first down. Kaiser flushed out, on the move. He's going to keep it himself. Kaiser does not get out of bounds. And that should be the final play before the 2-minute warning. To be a generous call.
Yeah, it looks like his right shoulder is down in bounds. You can see the official waving his hands to stop the clock, though, so they've moved it back to 2:06, which gives them another extra timeout.
We're going to have another 2-minute warning coming. 2nd down and 5. Kaiser completes it. That's Duke Johnson with a nice cutback move, and Johnson down the sideline. Almost out to the Jacksonville 40 for a gain of 21, and now we've hit the 2-minute warning. Duke Johnson, the running back next to Kaiser. Ngakoue coming. Kaiser steps up. Kaiser buys time. Going down to the end zone. There's a man down there, and it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey knocked it down.
Fowler outside up top as a pass rusher.
Kaiser and Coleman could not hold on. It's been a nice return today for Corey Coleman off it. Kaiser in trouble, and Kaiser goes down. The ball comes out. Fowler picks it up. They're saying that Kaiser was down. Otherwise, Fowler would have had his second fumble return for a touchdown this season.
So we're going to try and see if a hip, a shin, or elbow, if anything, is down on the ground. That's about as close as it gets. I'm surprised that if this play, if they don't buzz it and slow it down. Yeah.
After reviewing the play, quarterback was fumbling the ball on the way down. It was clearly recovered by Jacksonville. The ball will be placed on the right hash at 1:44. 1:44 of the game clock, please.
Now,
Bill on 3 straight plays. Fournette's the running back. And movement on the line. And a false start against the Jaguars.
yeah, poise.
False start, number 64 offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Defensive back there in the back.
There's Fournette. Fournette across the 40 for a couple of yards. Hugh Jackson immediately calls timeout with 1:40 to go and 3. Another handoff to Fournette, this time the right side. Fournette gets a few more. Timeout Cleveland. They have 1 remaining on this big 3rd down play coming. Ivory comes in at running back on 3rd and 10. Here's Ivory. And Ivory a couple. Hugh Jackson calls his final timeout, so the Browns defense.
This ball sits on the ground and you lose time off the clock.
Low snap. Nortman does a great job to field it and just boots it away, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. Kaiser in the shotgun, 1st down and 10. Ngakoue coming. Kaiser doesn't see him. Ball is out. It's loose. Fowler down there. Ball is still fluttering in the end zone. Smith falls on it. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Speed on the outside, great coverage in the back end because you see Kaiser trying to move in the pocket, trying to get something open down the field. But when you have speed coming off the edge, you've got to throw that ball on time.
Jaguars are 1 for 2 on 2-point conversions. They got one last week against the Chargers. This is Fournette, and he's in. So that makes it a 21-7 game.
You get a better look at it here because they clog up the middle pretty well. There's Leonard Fournette, helmet down. Now, was he not touched? That may be the ruling that he's not touched. Still got that grass on his helmet though.
The ruling on the field has been changed. The runner did not score.
Obviously, you wouldn't get to replicate that.
Lambeau kicks it off to Vitale on the return. He's up across the 40-yard line. Officially for Unique Ngakoue, 1:09 to go. No timeouts for the Browns. Kaiser has Coleman, and Coleman was inbounds for the catch.
Your MO.
Kaiser completes this one to Ricardo Lewis, who's up to the 26-yard line. Kaiser on the move and just throws this one away. And the clock stops with 29 seconds remaining. In the AFC Central, this magical season continues as Kaiser's pass is incomplete.
And the 4 wins.
3rd down and 10 with 25 seconds to go. This is Days out of the backfield, makes the catch out of bounds, brings up 4th down.
Once again.
4th and 5, Kaiser incomplete. Threw it behind Ricardo Lewis. So Bortles takes a knee. And the Jaguars will head home with a 7-3 record. It's the 6th time this season the Jacksonville defense has held an opponent to less than 10 points.